So excited to bring you guys another therapeutic video this week because today we're going to be making raw stuffed bell peppers with all raw ingredients. So what we're going to do is use the sauce that I made and we're going to put that in our stuffed bell peppers. And I'll show you guys how I'm going to do that. And I'm going to blend it up. Well, in my food processor, I'm going to chop it up a little bit more so it could be smoother. And the only thing that's different, I do have some mushrooms. That's going to be our meat substitution. But I also have some walnuts. I'm going to bring you guys a little bit closer so you can see. These are walnut soaking. We're going to make walnut meat. So you want to be able to soak your walnuts overnight. And this is to get a good consistency. Like, so it can blend up well so it won't be that hard in our meat substitution. So we're going to use mushrooms and walnuts for our meat substitution, and of course we're going to season it. And then we have our leftover sauce, and it's just tomatoes, bell peppers, onions, some seasonings, as well as I put a little garlic in there, just a little bit for the taste. And so right here we have some kale, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, green cabbage, and red cabbage. And it's just shredded, and we're going to put that on in the middle, and then we're going to put our meat on the top. And we're also making 2 sauces that you can also use as a salad dressing. And the ingredients for our sauce is going to be the coconut milk, we have ginger, we have nutmeg, ground clove, and then our savory sauce is going to be a little bit of grapeseed oil, key lime, and this is just like a spicy type of seasoning that I mixed up together. It's cayenne pepper, fennel seeds, and a little garlic, and the fresh red crushed peppers. So that's going to be our savory sauce that we're going to make. And then we're going to make a sweet sauce. And these can be used as a salad dressing as well. If you guys want to know how to make your own salad dressing, you could choose out of these 2. Or you can just spice it up, mix up the ingredients and spices, and go for what you know on that, on your favorite spices with that. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to make our meat substitution. These are the peppers that I'm going to use to stuff. And it's just half of the peppers. It will still work the same. So like this, we're going to cut the middle out and stuff that. Cut the middle out, stuff that. And just like this, we're just going to stuff it just like that and eat it raw. Also, I'm going to put sea moss in with our savory blend. I'm going to put a little bit so it can get a little thick. And our coconut milk is already thick, so I'm not even going to put sea moss in that. So what you're going to need is a food processor. And first, before we even get started touching the food, I'm going to use my all natural 100% herbal cleanser, hand cleanser. You can also use it as a cleanser, wash your dishes, clean the table, all types of stuff. And if you don't have a herbal store near you, or if you want to just purchase it from me, I do have this for sale on my website. You guys can check that out as well. Alright, you guys, so let's get right on started with our walnuts meat. So we're just going to put it in the food processor, and it's going to look kind of like ground meat a little bit, but the healthy vegan version. And it will taste like, it will kind of give it that little meaty type of taste, because all you got to do is just add seasoning to it, and it's going to taste just like, it's not going to taste just like meat, but it's going to kind of like favor it a little bit. And I soaked this in just spring water. We don't want to use no water but spring water, you guys. That's very, very, very important. So the seasons that I'm just going to use for our walnut meat is going to just be salt, pepper, and Italian seasoning. And I might just put a little bit of our spice blend in there as well. So I'm going to show you guys how the walnut meat looks before I add our mushrooms to it. So I'm just going to put a little bit of seasoning on in the walnuts first. Just a little bit, because we're going to add some more seasoning once our mushrooms get in. I just wanted to show you guys how it looks, how the after effect looks of the walnuts. So this is how it looks. If you guys can see that. You see the texture of it. It's really, really smooth. That's why you soak it in water, so it won't be that hard, because nuts are hard. They are. So you want to be able to soak them. So now we're just going to add our mushrooms, you guys, and then some seasoning. Just a little pinch of sea salt, pepper. All right. Go ahead and stir that around. So we're going to put that to the side. There's our seasoning to that. Alright, you guys, now I'm going to put my salsa back in there to blend it up a little bit more than just chunky. I want it really, really fine and thinned a little bit out. So, and this is how, let me show you guys one more time how the meat came out, the substitute meat. So, yes. I was going to do my Brazilian nut cheese, but don't have no Brazilian nuts. So, but it'll taste good despite that. I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of it in there. And you can also use this as a salsa, as a sauce. It's just depending on how much you, blend it up. You can use it as a sauce or a salsa, tomato sauce, spaghetti sauce, pasta sauce, salsa for your chips, salsa for your vegetables. Sauce for the bell peppers. Just blend it up. Use a paper towel. Yeah, that's the consistency that I want. And if you wanted to blend it up a little bit, I would recommend doing a blender. But I'm not making a lot, so the food processor is good. That's how that came out, a little bit more, you know, watery, or I didn't add no water either, so that's good on that part. So now let's work on, let me clean this out, and we're going to work on our 2 savory and sweet sauce. Alright, you guys, now that everything's rinsed off, we're going to work on our sweet sauce. Like I said in the beginning, you can also use this as a salad dressing for your salad or any type of sauce. We're just going to put a little milk in there. This is coconut milk, dairy free. I'm adding some fresh ground clove. Just a little because clove is strong. And some nutmeg, just a little bit of that, and we're going to add some ginger to it. And just in case it's not that thick, I'm going to add some sea moss gel, just a little sea moss gel. And all of this is probably just 2 teaspoons of everything if you guys want to do the ingredients exact. 2 teaspoons. Okay, so this is our sweet sauce. Just a little bit. I know it looks like milk, but once you put it in the refrigerator, it's going to thicken up. Because it's not actual milk. It's coconut. So it will thicken up. Alright, guys, now let's work on our savory sauce. And we're just going to add a little bit of grapeseed oil. Not too much oil. We're trying to be as oil-free as possible. But this grapeseed oil is the top most healthiest oils. Grapeseed oil and avocado oil, that is the most healthiest oil. Alright, you guys, now let's make our savory sauce to drizzle on top of our raw stuffed bell peppers. And I'm just cutting a key lime. Key limes are the best to have instead of regular limes. The ones with the seeds in it is the most effective. The most reliant thing to have. And it's alkaline. This is an alkaline meal minus the garlic. It's alkaline, pretty much everything. And like I said, this is savory, so we're going to add the whole lime. We're going to add a little bit of sea moss gel. And like I said, we're going to do just a little bit of grapeseed oil. Just a little bit. And that's it. 2 tablespoons. Really 1 tablespoon. That I'm eyeballing it is 1. Because it ain't that much. Alright, I'm using some pepper. A little pinch of salt. Like I said, it's savory. And the key limes is going to make it sour. So we don't need all that salt. And then our spicy seasonings. Alright, now it's time to blend it up. And you don't need no water for this because it's going to be real watery. Guys, so our sauces are complete. I'm going to put a little bit of agave, just a little bit, in the sweet sauce. And just stir that around. And you don't have to make this much. I just wanted to see how my sweet sauce would come out because this is my first time making the sweet sauce. But this is like the second time I'm making the savory sauce, and this is how it looks. You can also use this as salad dressing. Alright, you guys, so let's get to stuffing. I got a red bell pepper, green and yellow. So it's best if you use a spoon to just scoop everything out. And you don't have to throw away this part. You can also use that and put it in the sauce, blend it up some more. The waste your food, you guys. Also, you can keep your seeds. Keep all seeds. Spring is coming up. So that'll be a perfect time to start sprouting. I do have a garden video out. I will be looking at in the description box below. Alright, you guys. So now that our bell peppers are scooped out, first we're going to put our meat substitution in. Fill it up as much as you want. And then a little bit of our salad, which is kale, cabbage, broccoli. Put a little bit right there. And then a little bit of sauce. Just like that. And these are raw stuffed bell peppers. Oops. Oops. We're going to do that a little bit different. I'm going to put the salad on top of that one. Look at that. You guys, so to our yellow one, I already put the meat in there. We're going to put a little bit of our greens on there. Mix with some sauce. This is already looking good, you guys. Like, you can have this for a party, for your kids, pretty much anything that you can have this for. So guys, so with our sauce, I'm going to try the savory sauce on there. Ooh. Bon appetit. So we're going to do a taste test on our raw stuffed bell peppers. I already drizzled some savory sauce or dressing, if you will, if you want to call it that, on it already. So, and I haven't tried the sweet. This is my first time making the sweet. This is like my second time making the savory sauce. So we're going to try it. This is how it looks. This is how this one looks. And I did the green one different. So let's dig in. That's good right there. Not too hot. You know, not too spicy. So it's good for your kids. That's good. Especially with the sauce on top of it. That's good, you guys. Ooh, that's good. And this is my first time making raw stuffed bell peppers. So let's try. First, I want to be able to try the sauce by itself because it is sweet. And like I said, if you want it a little bit more thicker, you can just leave it in the refrigerator for a few hours and it'll be thick. I just want to taste it, see how it came out first. Tastes like hot chocolate to me. Vegan hot chocolate, you know, with the ground clove and the nutmeg. This literally tastes like hot chocolate to me. A vegan hot chocolate. So you can really just have this by itself, Put some granola bars, granola little clusters in there. Or if you have some, like some waffles or something like that, you can add this in the mix to make your waffles and your pancakes. You can really just use anything that requires something sweet. You can put this in there. This is good. This is good. I'm not really sure if I want to put it on this because I like savory stuff. I like spicy, savory things. And I actually want to save these for later. So this is just another option that you can use. But in this case, I'm going to go with our savory sauce dressing, if you will. And you can just put it on top of your salad, put it on top of your stuffed bell peppers, put it, you know, you can saute your onions with it, your mushrooms with it, anything that you want to saute, you can use that. That'll be perfect. Again, this right here, it really thickened this up a little bit. So sea moss is good for anything. I even put it on my face at night. You know, I have really sensitive skin, so I'm working with sea moss right now so I could make my skin less sensitive. And thank you guys for joining me on this journey. I really appreciate it, and you guys are loved, loved, loved. Guys, like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm of the channel so more viewers can see therapeutic content daily. Thank you guys for watching. Have a therapeutic living. This is good.